it's like going to jail. It's like, everybody got their jail story.
You been to jail? I've been to jail.
I haven't did no time like that, but I've.
A couple overnighters.
I'm a habitual traffic offender. I'm a habitual traffic offender. You feel me?
Today's podcast is brought to you by one of the absolute best real estate agents in the Cleveland market, Tom Sugar with Howard Hanna Real Estate. Tom's here to help you understand the home buying and selling process. He's here to ensure that you're also always going to get the best price, whether you're buying a home or whether you're selling a home, and his customer service skills are top notch. Give Tom a call at 216-406-2841. That's 216-406-2841. You can call or text him or visit his website, shugsells.com, SHUGSELLS.com. Visit Tom Sugar, everybody. He is the best.
So anyways, we're out here today. We're just hanging out. We're hitting a barbecue. I appreciate you rolling through last night. That was a lot of fun, dude. Seriously, that was a good time. I was like,
that tequila.
Dude, that was the last thing I expected. I was like, Compton Menance? No way. What the fuck? Sure. What the fuck is going on? So tell me about growing up here, because even in my last podcast that I did somebody from the east side of Cleveland, which is just a different space than what I grew up in. But I really want to hear about growing up in Compton. Yeah. And how old are you?
36.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's hear it. Go for it. Tell me what you want to tell me.
Man, coming up in Compton, like, a lot of people make it seem like it's a bad place or it's a struggling place, and when it's not, it's a simple place that's just like anywhere else. You get me? The only thing that's different between Compton is it's like the mecca of the gangs. You get me?
Right.
So that'd be a lot of things that people got confused with was really going on here, but it wasn't like I was homeless. It wasn't like I was in a struggling home. It wasn't like, anything like that. Definitely drug abuse, but that just made us, stronger and stick together more.
And that's all over, too. I mean, it's not, like, specific necessarily to here or just, like, people, like, for me, even, dude, we, heroin overdoses. That was, like, just, like, the thing. You know what I mean? And, like, dude, I couldn't tell you how many legit friends of mine, like, just died of ODs, and even in the recent years, and it's fucking sad. So it's definitely not specific to here.
See, like, here in Compton, those are things so that they would say between the hood and the suburbs, what they would say. You feel me? Like, here it was, like, cracking. You wouldn't have to worry about somebody overdosing off of shit. They just...
You see so many crackheads out here.
Exactly. They be drug addicts.
Like scurrying across the street. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
Facts.
But they're everywhere. And even when you're in, like actual LA, I think the first time I went downtown LA, you think of most downtowns, right?
Yeah.
And they're nice, or they're, like, well taken care of.
Yeah. But it's always that side. It's always that side.
Yeah, downtown LA is not like that. But, I mean, that's still a good time,
Yeah, but the crazy part is, like, a lot of people, I'm going to say this, a lot of people down there, they don't have to be down there. A lot of people want to be down there.
I think it's just so different, right? Because the Compton, California gets that rap of, like...
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Of what it is. All right, so can you teach me something right now about these leafs? Because we do blunts and joints in Cleveland, and unless I'm just not privy to this. The other day when we were with Chip, he just pulls out this ball out of his pocket, and then he just rolls a blunt or whatever, and I'm just like, what?
Oh, he had a leaf.
Dude, just pulls it. It's like a ball, yeah. And then he, like, rips it off or whatever.
The whole thing with the leaf, I started smoking leaf because I used to be with Spitterillo, and I know how they make swishers. And that's a whole nother story. You feel me?
Really?
So, yeah, leaf is a little more natural, better for me.
Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, we got our water.
Yeah, man, I like it.
Cups. Special mix.
No, it's
called Menace.
So when did you get your first movie break? I'm interested in this because I did a little bit of reading. I did a good 20 on you this morning. Nothing crazy, and I just wanted, because I like to ask and have a regular reaction. So, but I would like to hear about when you got started in your first movie and how that even came to be.
Man, I got started my first movie. Shout out to Hakeem, he a producer, good dude. He's still in the business too, doing good things. We had a spot together. We was roommates and shit. So he was sick. He had like cancer that he was getting over. So he was in his room a lot and still writing his story script. So he'd call me up in there and have me, act things out for him. and go over scripts with him. Then when he got better, he had got a movie called For Life. So that was the first one I was actually in.
What year was
For
that?
Life. That was probably 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were young. Was that the path you always wanted to go, or was there like a?
Well,
Because you don't seem like a guy who would fit in a 9-to-5 box. Does that make sense?
well, yeah, I get that. No, but no, but I always wanted to get into the acting. Like, even early in my career, this is T right here.
What up,
this
T?
T Money right here interrupting the interview.
No, I like T. What's up? No, you're good, man. What's up?
I'm on the grill. I'm trying to get
No, dude, you're doing your thing. Yeah, no. Well,
this meat right.
I'm all about this. I'm all about
But
this.
yeah, I studied Tupac and why was his career, like where it was at it with the world, and I came up with it's a lot to do with the movies because the movies bring a lot of people together. It's a lot to watch other than just hear.
Yeah.
You get the visual along with what's going on, and that was something that I envisioned for myself. And then probably 3 years after that is when I got the Straight Outta Compton movie role.
Really? Yeah, you scared the fuck out of me in that role.
Dr. Dre was on set. He said the same thing. I was happy to hear that from him.
Y'all motherfuckers should be gang banging them books. That shit is so funny. And I think also the authenticity of you growing up here changes it. Because, I mean, let's be real. You know how that would go.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Facts.
Like, we understand that goes down a certain way.
Yeah, like even in Compton, when y'all leaving or when y'all go to leave, just look at the bus stops. You're not going to see people just hanging out at the bus stop, waiting on the bus.
It doesn't happen.
Especially dudes that look like they're involved in any type of gang.
Yeah, it's just not happening.
You're not going to see them. But like, once you get out of Compton, LA, the other places, you see a lot of people on the bus stops.
Yeah, of course.
You get me? So it's a way that you do because there's too many hoods going through this motherfucker. Niggas don't want to have no problems. So.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's like just an interesting thing because I come from a space where like that's not even a thought.
Yeah.
Like not even like kind of a thought. You know what I mean? Like yeah, the news is like someone was going 30 miles over the speed limit. You know what I mean? Like that's really what you're getting, you know? Like if you're going 5 over, they're sending 2 cops. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I'm not even kidding you, dude.
Oh shit.
Shout out the RRPD, man, but for real.
Yeah, they doing something. They doing something right. The crime
Dude, I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. It's interesting though when you come down here because like right now I don't feel not safe.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? It's not like
That's
that.
the thing.
But I think that's the vibe that it's given, obviously, right?
Because with me,
Well, yeah, probably that
thing.
too. Yeah, I'm
it's
sure.
my city. I love the city. The city love me. We do a lot of things here too with the different communities here.
Did you go through all the way through high school? And then how big was music and who was popular for you when you were in high school as far as like musical artists, rappers, shit like that?
Actually, I came up playing sports. So, high school, I was really focused on that type of shit. When it got to the ending, like my 12th grade, I didn't get to graduate. But, everything was a good situation for me. I walked into a good situation after that. So, I didn't really start getting into music till after high school.
You seem like psychologically to be like ahead of the game, creativity wise. You seem to be really doing your thing, you know what I mean? Versus,
I was always around older dudes, so I feel like that got a lot to play with, how it came out.
Yeah, absolutely. Why the Pirates hat?
Well, the P stand for Piru, how I grew up.
I figured. Because I'm from Cleveland, I just don't like Pittsburgh, It's nothing personal.
Well, I don't really like Philadelphia, the team either. But
Oh, Philadelphia. Yeah.
We probably the number one buyers more than the basketball,
That's
more than the
fucking
baseball supporters.
That's fucking hilarious. When you're growing up, when you're going to like high school and stuff like that, is the gang violence, how present was it? How obvious was it? And how obvious was it throughout the day versus at night?
Everywhere you went.
Really?
Everywhere you go. You go to school, they gang banging up there, it's the same thing. And it was different for me because I went to Crip schools. The Crip schools is the good schools for football.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I went to Long Beach Poly's, Long Beach Crips there. So I got to meet a lot of brothers, a lot of friends there too. But sports brought us all together to where it wasn't about the gang banging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all found a common love for something, and then after that we all protected each other. So I really didn't have any problems with the gangs going to school, going to the different prep schools like that because we had the love and from the sports.
So that changes everything.
It helped out. It helped. It helped
I feel
out
like
a lot.
I feel like that's what brings particularly, and that's what's portrayed everywhere.
Facts.
What brings everybody together.
Facts.
Right. And I think that's a cool thing too, and it's a testament to what sports really are about.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
I can say that.
Dude, did you see LaMelo Ball's new contract? Are you fucking serious? 5 years, $260 million. It's just crazy. 5 years, 260. They did a thing on Michael Jordan, and his fucking, I don't remember what the terms were, but it was only $98 million, and I think it was more than 5 years. Yeah, and and at the time that was absurd. Now you're talking like 3 times that.
It's crazy.
Is it cool when you see people that are from the hood doing extremely well?
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
I'm a congratulator. I'm the type of dude, if I see you park your car, it's a nice car and got a smudge on it, I'm gonna wipe your shit off for you.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's the type of dude I am. I like to see everybody shine. I like to see everybody win. You get me?
Yeah.
We grew up around heartbreaking, tragic things our whole life. It turn you into a certain type of person that don't like to see this because you ain't got it or something like that. So we the totally opposite over here. We love to see it. That energy you having is gonna bring it to us.
Yeah. There's no resentfulness or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's always a good thing. And I it's weird when you start doing things that are maybe bigger than what you intended them to be, and you maybe don't know how to exactly deal with those in like the appropriate way, so you're figuring things out as you go as well.
Address on the podcast when I had asked you about like an area like this, and I said, asked the question, are the kids safe here during the day without if the parents leave? I think that's everybody should
But
know.
here, okay, but let me comment on that though, because here's the deal: we really live in a fucked up world, and I don't feel comfortable leaving my child places because there's fucking pedophiles and you know what I mean. And I don't think that's at all specific to this area, but I think I think more so here it's probably time and place, right?
Actually, like the other day, we got a female friend. She ran to the store and her daughter was up here playing with other kids. So the other kids had left. So one of the older homies that was over here saw her by herself and walked her over there to us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't see her mother here.
Yeah.
We just making sure she was over here safe. So in that aspect, yeah, we all help each other out here. It is a lot of dangerous things, but we all grew up, taking videos to raise a kid. So yeah, as far as being safe up here, we all protect everybody's kids like they are our kids.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
Stay over there, get out the
You
street.
got the sauce.
What I'm talking about.
People come through on some bullshit is gonna get addressed before you get to anything like that. So yeah, it's a good environment that I grew up in. I've been here since I was about 8-9 years old, and we're trying to make it better and more safe for the community.
You've like worked with some like pretty fucking big celebrities, dude.
Yeah, I've been blessed.
Who would you like
Lil Wayne.
who's notable for you? That's just like
Lil
the
Wayne.
best. Yeah, shout out Lil Wayne, dude.
Lil Wayne,
Let's go.
man. Lil Wayne a good dude. He came to me at a time where, like, you don't have to ask. You don't have to ask for something, for nothing, from Wayne.
Really?
If he see you moving and positively on something, he's gonna come fuck with you for sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And so that's really, and I can see how you're like through and through with the positivity and helping people out and doing the right thing and just hanging out and whatever. That's a game changer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? As far as like depression, suicide, stuff like that, was that present in your community growing up? And like, how was it dealt with, if at all?
I mean, I think everybody got that little voice that say shit, but like when I was a kid, I didn't know what depressed or stressed out was. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like that for me to be a kid and not have those problems on me. So I just thought I was sad or just not feeling well one day. You feel me? I didn't think I was stressed out or depressed or anything else like that.
Right.
You feel me? But I didn't get on to that till I was adult, and I still don't understand it. I still feel like that's just a word, a way for somebody else to benefit off of. You feel me? I feel like
Right.
people do have mental problems, but I feel like it's other ways to take care of it naturally, you feel me? And not just by doing something for it, just by doing something for yourself, doing something for somebody else.
I was on Lexapro for a long time, which is like an antidepressant. I was taking like 20 milligrams a day. Like I'll tell you what, I was way more leveled out I was probably less crazy as far as like knee-jerk decisions and stuff like that, but my creativity was like crushed. And I think starting this podcast by getting off of those for a while, because I feel like I was able to like kind of create something cool, but at the same time, I'm still trying to find that happy medium of like, where do I sit where this is super comfortable for me?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? And I'm newer to it. So like for somebody who's been doing it a while, it probably takes time, because like sometimes I'm sure there's highs and lows just like everything else.
Oh wait, everybody go through it.
Yeah.
But even when it's low, I just feel like I need to change something different or lock down so I could, accomplish my mission. Whatever I'm doing, I just never feel like it's the end of the world. You get me? I was taught just wake up and do it again.
Yeah.
Just keep waking up.
And I think listening to music that's like upbeat and not fucking sad is a game changer.
Yeah.
When because like if you're sad and you throw on some Adele, no offense Adele, love your music, but it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, facts.
It's
Facts.
just that's how it goes.
Facts.
But all right, we'll get back to it. What like give me some superstars, some celebrities, some movie stars, whatever, some crazy artists.
I got I work with Chris Brown. I work with Wiz Khalifa, DJ Paul. I got to work with a lot of people, man. Gucci, man.
Yeah,
I've
Gucci,
been
man.
blessed. Hilary Swank, Michael Ealy, those are two things, on the acting scene. We worked on a movie called Fatal.
Okay.
Shout out to Deion Taylor. So I had a scene with Hilary Swank in there. She was a pretty dope person.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that cool when you get to meet some of those people and you're just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and they're just cool and like it's like an instant friendship.
Yeah, you don't know how she gonna be, but she was a dope person. She broke the ice. Like, I'm sitting there, she like, come on, let's take a fucking picture.
I love that.
Oh, shit.
I love that. I think it gets, because some people are introverted and it's probably hard for them. But even for me, like, I get excited when I meet new people. You know what I mean? Because like for me, it's like I can learn something from you. Like even being able to pick your brain on what it was like growing up here is so different to me. And I think that's so cool. I love that shit, because you learn something new. And then you have a real perspective of it at that point, versus just like, oh man, I watched the movies or whatever, So, all right, so Wayne, Hilary Swank obviously is fucking sweet. Chris Brown, yeah, he's a great dancer. I can't dance for shit, but...
I can't either. I just watch. I like watching. Sit to the side.
Anyways, to backtrack a little bit even more, you're not big on like depression pills, shit like that. You figure out it's natural way to just get out of your funk, right?
Yeah.
And like have hobbies and hang out with shit like
Facts.
doing this.
Facts.
Because when you sit at home and isolate, it's just not good.
Yeah, facts. Like even being here, it's safe. It's a safe place for me mentally and physically, everything else.
Yeah.
Just being here, back where I came from, with the people that I know love me. You get me?
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing too. That helps me.
That's good that helps you. That's important.
Facts.
How many of your friends would you say, if you don't mind me asking this, have probably died because of gang violence?
Man.
Like if you just had to ballpark me a number.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this.
Y'all didn't get no through, so you can't hear me. Bye. I'm finna go on my side.
Why don't you come over here and say hi? Come here.
To the nation.
Yeah. Come on over. Say hello.
Hallelujah.
Show him that big white standing box.
Hallelujah. I like this.
Hallelujah. Pow. Power to the people.
I'm into this.
Hallelujah. Since I laid my burden, I'm going home. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
You hungry, Auntie?
Since I laid my burden.
We don't go viral after this.
Dance.
I'm gonna be furious.
Auntie, leave her alone.
Quarter ain't no quarter. A quarter.
We're gonna file a case on you, Auntie.
Oh, go.
Uh-oh.
Everybody needs to take some fucking notes right now. Oh, shit.
Oh, Auntie.
Oh, shit.
Auntie, get up.
No.
Auntie, get up. Auntie, get up.
How'd that start? The Straight Outta Compton stuff.
Man, it was a time where I didn't have a phone. I had an iPad so I could talk to my kids because I was just tired of everybody just calling me and shit like that.
It's annoying, right?
I needed a break. So my boy was looking for me for a couple weeks. Came and found me like, hey, Ever Gave You Great looking for you, man. He wants you to be in the movie. You feel me? I'm like, shit, for real?
For that specific role.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, when I first saw that movie, like, I'll tell you, it's notable enough for me to remembered who you were when I saw it,
It was a small part, but it was a blessing. The main role was just OG Blood, and he had a little script. So I looked at it and, gave it a name. and then added what I added to it, and it ended up being what it was, and that was just a blessing though. That opened up a lot of more doors for me right there.
I believe that. That's like a wild situation. Did you get to work with some cool people? Obviously, meeting Cube's son, and I'm assuming like maybe you got to meet Dr. Dre, like some of those guys.
Yeah, facts. I met before, but it was when I was, with Game in the Black Wall Street situation. But it was just a good thing to meet him like on something I was doing.
It's always great when it's your own shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always better. Not that it's a bad thing to be on anybody else's. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that it is more special.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It is more special, and that's where I enjoy it too. Is like when I get to meet people like you who are exceptionally authentic, right? Versus there's interviews I'll do that I won't even air. And it's not that all of them are like that. It's not that. Sometimes I do a bad job, right? But my favorite ones are these ones where it's authentic. And I love coming to like you today because like this is like your spot, and then I get a real feel for what's going on. I appreciate you inviting us down here. That's really cool. We're at a barbecue, guys. Like they're just cooking in the background. You got this beautiful Compton mural over here. They put it in a brand new park. I guess the Dodgers are really affiliated with this place big time.
Well, this actually was the Jackie Robinson Stadium, but I guess they came back and revamped it. So it was a good thing. Jackie Robinson, it's been here since I was born.
Really? Yeah. Really? That long?
The gym and the baseball stadium being here, the pool just got here a couple years ago.
The pool was a new thing?
Yeah.
The pool was a new thing. Okay. Now, music right now for you. You just tell me what you've got going on. Tell everybody what you've got going on.
I just dropped a single called Feel Like We The Best. That's doing pretty good right now. I'm about to drop another single called The Block. So that represents the story of where I'm from. You understand that song more now that you've been here with me.
Okay.
So it's just different ways that we trying to attach to big screen with the music, because a lot of people know about OG Two Tone.
Of course.
And I gotta let them know about Compton Menance now.
Do you still get recognized when you go places?
Every time.
Because like when I saw you, I knew exactly who you were. You scared the fuck out of me like a couple years ago. Like Jesus Christ.
It's all love.
Yeah. So, anyways, Compton, California. When you were growing up, who is bigger now that you grew up with or grew up around, per se?
I say Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Oh wow, that's
Lamar.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar. So coming in Compton, if you pretty much know everybody that's here. You came across him in some shape, form, or fashion, in some way.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, he really blew up and did his thing. From K-Dot, just being a good dude.
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been hearing his name for fucking years.
Megastar.
And he was young when he was doing it.
Yeah.
Like young.
Yeah, shout out to TDE and Top Dog.
And who else do you intend to collaborate with anybody on your new stuff, or are you trying to do more of your own?
I mean, I work every night, so I like to work with everybody.
Yep.
So I figured out I want to do this for the rest of my life. So it's always time to make room to work with the new. You feel me? And the people that got the same energy for the craft. Cause I ran with Black Wall Street. I was just a street dude, and I just fell in love with this shit. You feel me?
Right.
I got to go around the world without being in the army, without playing sports. So I feel like I really got to see a light in it. You get me? So that's why I still come back here and let people see and get to feel this shit, because that's the energy that it took for me to strike minds. You feel me?
Yeah, I think it's cool that like the game. I remember My Life when that came out, that song, and my mom was not pumped I was listening to it. Do you still talk to him? Are you still associated with him at all?
I ain't talked to him in a good minute, but I'm pretty sure he's doing good.
Good.
But the whole thing is, I learned what I learned from him. I got to gain something that I get to feed my own family with and share with other people. So, shout out to him for that.
Yeah, I love the fact that you just said that, and here's why. It's like, because even when you don't talk to those people maybe as much anymore, or the relationship has changed or whatever it might be, you can still be thankful for what you've learned and like how you've been. And even for me, it's nice to like have that inspiration of people in the past and be able to sit there and go like, we don't talk, probably never talk, but it's like, that's why we're here. Yeah, I mean, which is great, man. I think that's so cool that you acknowledge that, That's a different one. That's a different one that a lot of people maybe don't talk about as much.
Nah, you got to appreciate, no matter what it is, you got to appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure if you find appreciation for something, the good outweighs the bad.
I agree with that 100%. Do you have any, like, when you come out in Compton now, and you still are around here obviously all the time, doing your thing, hanging out, whatever, is it just like a constant sense of family like this?
Yeah.
Because, like, even for me right now, it's cool as we watch people just pull up. Like, that's so fun. That doesn't, like, this is so cool.
This is my boy Jay West.
What's up? I'm Roger, man. What's going on? Nice to meet you, bro. How's everything going? Nice to meet you. Yeah.
He managed Wally Sensei. He a big superstar that grew up around here too. You see, he come to the park. He didn't know I was here. Come to the park with his kids to play.
Yeah.
You know, this is just a part of what we do.
That's so cool.
You know, he made it out. Everybody here made it away from here, but this is just where we're from, what we represent.
Yeah, I think that's the greatest part is that you come back and it's just like, you know, it's just hanging out,
love.
chilling. It's just love, dude. It feels good. Feels good every time. What kind of movies you got coming up?
Working on last couple of things for the OG two-tone character. We're going to do a series for it. It's going to be based in Compton, LA, Watts, you know, just
Yeah.
the whole scene down here. So the movies we're going to be competing with is, the series we're going to be competing with is Snowfall, everything 50 Cent doing. I want to fuck with 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent. Shout out 50 Cent for sure. Have you met 50 before?
Yeah, I got to meet 50 a couple of times. He's a real dude, man.
Yeah?
50, yeah.
Yeah, that was like him and Eminem when I was growing up. Like, that was my shit, dude. That was my shit, dude. You know? 100%.
When I got to meet him, like, you could feel he is who he say he is.
He's undeniably himself.
Yeah, facts.
You're gonna get the same 50 on a podcast clip as you're gonna get in person.
Facts.
Those are the best people, though. Those are the best people, man. I've had a couple people put on a show.
Yeah.
You know how it is, right? And I'm sure you've been through interviews too that are probably a little more,
Well,
like question after question after question.
yeah.
Or like weird shit.
Yeah, it'd be all right. You know, sometimes the worst part is the interviews with they don't know shit. You feel me?
Yeah, is that weird when you're interviewing with somebody that's maybe not so that has an agenda, I suppose, is more interested in whatever they're thinking about than like what you actually have going on. And I could see that. Is that a deciding factor for you in movie roles that you're willing to play as well? Like, is there a certain person that you would refuse to maybe portray?
I mean, it's a couple things that I
besides probably like a rival
portray.
gang that you wouldn't do that.
I was a Crip in I was in Snowfall. I was a Crip, but it's not about that. Hopefully, I would get like Dr. Rowe and a lawyer, or you know.
Yeah. Oh, that would be some shit.
Yeah, get that. So
Dr.
they can
Menace,
really- so
dude.
they can
Let's
really
do
see
it.
The skills, but other than that, you know, my image is a gangster rapper. Basically, I already know that that's what come with the territory. That's the type of roles that they're gonna give me. So we're gonna take all those roles we can get.
Yeah, but that's cool though that you actually enjoy that too,
Right.
and you do a really good job at
I
it.
appreciate it.
And I don't think you necessarily have to portray anything.
So
you can
saying
just kind of
so
do
you
your
saying
thing.
I'm not acting. I just be.
Yeah, you don't even. It's just natural. That's a better way to put it, right? I'd rather be natural, anyways, right?
Yeah, right.
Because everybody, like, you know.
It's like a Denzel. You feel me?
Yeah, dude. Denzel, dude.
Denzel.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to do like he's gonna be one thing. Like, you're not gonna put him in a movie as like, you know, a comedy where he's the father.
Now you know how all Denzel movies gonna be. He got a Mexican, Spanish. Wife.
Oh, all the time. Yeah,
He
he
got a
loves the Spanish
side,
wife.
He got a Spanish chick on the side. You feel me? You already know Denzel.
Wait, wasn't he driving the same kind of? Was he driving the same kind of car?
No, he was driving a '79 Monte Carlo.
Was that what he was driving? Yeah. What is that movie called? I'm an Idiot. It's one of my favorite movies.
So you made me forget. Training
Day, dude. Yeah, Training Day. That's one of the best movies ever,
Facts,
dude.
facts. He did that. You saw his Spanish.
Yeah, and the wife in there, she was hot as
his
fuck.
Baby, he
Yeah.
always speaking some Spanish in that bitch. He gonna let you know he can do it.
He's just pumping that shotgun through the walls of the apartment. You know what I'm talking about? Jumping out windows, dude. Don't
That's
come down
crazy.
this fucking neighborhood without me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna write that in every script too. Once I get,
You should.
get to the level.
You should. Do you write scripts?
I got something out called Back to the Plot that we still got to finish up. We're gonna shoot the parts over here. I shot the scenes in Miami and the pork and beans and shit like that.
Oh, really? I used to live in Boca.
Yeah. Okay. Up north.
Listen, man, it wasn't like that. I don't have that kind of money, dude. I'm a poor white guy,
Nah,
all
that's
right?
where the rich white people live at.
I know they do.
That's where the golf course and shit is.
Dude,
right
it
there,
is.
Palm Beach and Boca.
I did like personal assistant work. This is how I got started with this. I did personal assistant work for my owner of that dealer.
Yeah.
And he used to take me, well, he first of all would have me do like ridiculous tasks. Like, he just pulled me off the service drive and was like, I'll pay you on the side extra, plus what I'm paying you at the dealership to just help me out and do my thing. And then one day he's like, I want to paint my house. And I've never painted anything ever. Like, ever. And he's like, yeah, just paint the house. So I get paint, and I mean, I'm up on the side of this house. I'm also afraid of heights. And just, like, painting this dude's house. I get, like, halfway done. He's like, yeah, this looks like shit. I'm going to hire somebody. I'm like, thanks.
Why? So you didn't think to just hire
That's just
somebody?
Boca. I tried to tell him. You know, he just
didn't
wasn't a
think-
great listener.
I would have just hired somebody and just
I should have,
paid
dude.
them what he would pay
Dude,
me.
I
like,
should have, dude. It was not good. I'll never forget that. But, like, that's the kind of, like, Boca is a very different place, and the money is so crazy. Like, if you see cool cars in California, go to Miami.
Yeah, facts.
Miami's got the cooler cars, for sure, you know? But I also think that I'm not as big of a fan of Miami. I like the attitude and the vibe out here way more. And because, like, if you don't even come off rich out there, it's not that you get, like, weird looks. But I guess what I'm trying to say is it's harder to find realer people.
Yeah.
And I lived there for, like, 3 years.
I lived in Miami for 4 years.
Okay.
So I understand exactly what you're talking about.
And everybody's from New York.
Yeah, or across the water.
Yeah, dude, yeah, for real, dude. Haiti.
Yeah, facts.
I've never seen more Haitian people in my life. Actually, I used to have no hair, but when I would go get lined up, I would only let Haitian guys do it because it was the tightest lineup ever. You know?
Without that blade.
Literally, dude, that was the first time the blade came out, dude. You're talking about, like, yeah, like, for me, like, if I got the neck blade, that was good, but I got the blade up front, you know, and that's when
right for sure.
the game changed for real for me at that point,
No,
quite literally.
Miami's everything just fast, and a lot of people there momentarily. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think it is. It's like going to jail. It's like, you know, everybody got their jail story.
You been to jail? I've been to jail.
I haven't did no time like that, but
A couple overnighters.
you know, I'm a habitual traffic offender. I'm a habitual traffic offender. You feel me? But no,
Mine are all non-violent, but I've been to jail. It's not a hardcore jail though. Mine's like
mean-
you watch TV, you know.
I haven't been in prison, but I would say, like, I was taught to make the best of time wherever you at.
Of course,
I don't want to be there, but it wasn't like a bad place.
could have been worse.
You know?
It's not, and I think the other thing is, and this is discounted in that situation, when you get in trouble, and this is maybe for me, this is what happened,
Yeah.
but when I got in trouble, dude, it was like no phone, just peace for like.
First time you ain't.
It's just like, you know what, like, yeah, you're just like, all right, man, like, this really sucks, but like, I can like stop for once
Yeah.
because I don't have a choice, and like actually think about all the shit that I just created.
So when you was in there, did you feel your phone vibrating sometimes?
Never, dude. It was. Oh yeah. Like. Oh, yeah. I know exactly. Yeah, I did. You would do that.
Go to jail. A week later, you feel your phone vibrating still.
But that's the best part is everybody's so connected now, and like that's a game changer all the time for me specifically because when I get an hour without somebody hitting on my phone, I am like the happiest human ever.
facts.
You know, and then it's all stuff that I have to seemingly, but I don't have to, but I do, you know. Yeah. See, this is great, dude. Why can we not do this in Rocky River, guys?
You feel me?
Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? All you guys just bitch on the Facebook community page. That's all you do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
clip the fuck out of that and post it.
Come on.
Yeah, it's all the time, but it's a very there's no community vibe like this where I'm from.
Right.
There's just not.
No,
You
that's
know?
one of a kind, bro. I done been around the world 3 times, man, and I make sure I go to the place that's where I feel like not as good as, you know. I feel like I like to go to places where people struggle at. You get me?
Yeah, I
Just the
have
experience.
trouble, and you seem to be the same. You probably have trouble like me identifying with people that have never struggled.
Well, yeah, it's like we have the same common things, and that's whatever we're there for.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like we don't really have the same thought process on.
Yeah.
Like if something was to happen right now, you'll have a whole different thought than me. I'll probably be like, oh, it's not that bad, or this was just this. And you'll probably be like, what the fuck? He put out a gun. He did this. You feel me?
You're probably right.
But I'm just, you know, it'd be 2 different.
But I think that's why it's so important for like even people like us to connect.
Yeah. Facts.
Because it's like, for me, you're 100% right. And it goes to show you, too, like, what the difference between what a big deal to somebody is versus somebody else. Because even sometimes for me, I'm like, I feel like I'm so chill about stuff. right? And like even coming down here, I wasn't like nervous, but yeah, of course you have the Compton perception of you're in Compton. Of course, dude.
Should we hide the weed? The police gonna pull us over?
I'm not worried about the weed anymore. I'm more worried just like, you know, obviously no one wants to get shot, right? So it's like, you know, like that's what it is, right?
Nobody definitely want to get
No
shot.
one wants to get shot, right? So that's kind of what, you know, but like at the same time, I think that's why it's so cool because you don't only find common ground, you find so many other things about people that are like, wow, like we have these mutual interests and stuff like that.
You in a nice Mercedes. I'm in a 83 colors on.
It's a rental, bro. It's a rental, dude. It's a rental, dude.
I should be worried about getting shot. Not your
I get. I'll trade cars with you. That thing's sick, dude. That thing's sick.
It's love here. Like, even just coming down the street, going through the different neighborhoods and seeing that different people, like, love. They show me love, you feel me? Because what I bring to the city is I represent everybody. I represent the Bloods, the Crips, the Mexicans, everybody that's here, everybody that represent the shit, I represent them.
So you're like a common ground.
Yeah. Fact.
How well known are you in this hood? I want to know. Really?
Everybody know me.
So you're just like an OG Compton dude.
Yeah, man. It's like,
That's crazy.
I like the whole
and
aspect.
awesome. I'm pumped as fuck.
I like
Coming
the
from a
whole-
kid from Rocky River.
I like the whole aspect of you being able to see me at a store and come up to me and take a picture, or you see me going by like that's a Compton Menance car.
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
you feel
yeah.
me? I love that aspect of it because it's something that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like even coming with Game, he used to go through here, you know that was him in the range or that, and you
Yeah.
got to think like, damn, that's him. You feel me?
Isn't that
Even
crazy?
If you don't seem or touch it, you'd be like, damn, that's him. Like, damn, he be in Compton or he.
And it humanizes people,
Yeah.
right?
You feel me? And I just like for people to get that same energy. You feel me?
Yeah, you're a vibe guy, 100%. You could probably read a room really well. You when you walk in, you probably are just like I know what's
Tell you
what.
If I should be there.
Yeah, I told you the Medusa story last night. That was great, dude. But I felt like a celebrity, dude.
Yeah. See, that's a different type of.
That is definitely
That's
different.
That's a good energy. It's not a bad energy.
But I agree. But when I walked in, I didn't know what energy it was because like I've never had that energy.
You absorb the energy.
Well, here's the thing. It's like either you're gonna walk in there and you're just gonna be like, right, or you're gonna walk in there like you own the place.
Fuck, I'm with a fun white guy tonight.
dude, it's the best, dude.
You want a drink? Drinks? Yep. Fun white guy tonight.
Here we go.
Fuck it.
Okay, let's all be friends.
Yep. Tired up.
And I think it's cool too because like when you go to those places, especially like clubs down here and stuff, people congregate afterwards. It's not over inside the club, you know.
Well, I ride motorcycles, so we in the parking lot afterwards anyway for about 2-3 hours.
What kind of bikes do you like?
Harley Davidson.
You're a Harley guy.
Baggers. We ride the baggers.
You like the bags? Okay.
You get to put the music on there, the rims.
Look at everybody pulling up, dude. This is so cool.
Set.
This is the
You
best.
feel me?
This is literally the best.
Facts.
Every single time.